Hello.
What's up? I was waiting for you to say hello. I was like, wait a minute.
Wouldn't that be wild if we started and nobody like, who goes first? Who talks?
Sat there and stared at the screen.
There's screen. What's going on, man? How are you?
Good, man. How are you?
Oh, another day, another dollar in the 145-degree heat here in Texas.
I'm telling you, man. That's all I keep hearing about is, then Hurricane Hillary, and you got.
My nephew lives in Palm Springs, dude, and they were like genuinely afraid that. Have you seen some of the pictures of that out there? It's crazy.
Yeah. Just a few videos and snapshots and stuff. I know Vegas was kind of afraid. Because anytime you get rain out there, it's just the flooding, right?
Yeah.
And they're just not equipped to handle it, man. So yeah, it was like Arizona, I think, and Vegas. Everybody out there was kind of worried about it. I mean, it's pretty much through now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
All right, guys, welcome. Hit the like button, please. Please hit the like button. And if you got to be a subscriber to either of our channels, depending on if you're watching it on mine, we're dual broadcasting to my channel, Zach's channel. So you got to be a subscriber to hit the comments. So please hit that like button. So Scooter says same hot, humid, North Myrtle Beach. I lived in Charlotte for 4 years, and I don't remember humidity being bad out on the East Coast in that regard. I know Myrtle Beach is not Charlotte, but in that kind of in that area.
Well, it's bad, but it's not as bad as Texas.
Who's Johnny Sins? Is that an old guy? I don't know who that is. Who's Johnny Sins? Why is Austin having a conversation with Johnny Sins? I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I have no idea who that is either.
Oh, anyway. Apparently that's a shot at you. I don't know.
I'm Johnny Sins. Who is that?
Yeah.
Wait, I have a sneaky suspicion. I think I know who that is. Hold on.
Yeah.
I want to say. I think it's a porn star.
Oh, really?
I've heard that name. I'm pretty sure. Google it. Yeah,
Google it. There it is.
I just did on the side. That's what I was like. I don't want to say that if it's not.
Say that.
Yeah. It is.
That's funny. What's up? Well, that's good, Forza. Thanks for the laugh. That was funny. Southern Illinois is 98% humidity. So that's what here. I'm in Dallas. We don't have humidity. It's just hot.
Yeah.
And Houston, hot and freaking humidity. Houston was built on a swamp.
Yeah. Southern Ill. I mean, it does get really humid in the Midwest too. Southern Ill. So when I was broadcasting, Eric, you probably know this place. I was always in Carbondale, where Southern Illinois, their university is. Carbondale, Illinois, the Salukis. So yeah, I know about Southern Ill.
Southern Ill. All right. So I'm going to let you lead us off, Mr. Humphreys, right here. Let's talk about it. You go, man.
Yeah. So basically they've been updating us, guys. You guys know the drill with Shibarium. Here's the thing. I want your thoughts on this too, Austin. A lot of people have been taking this really strong stance. Oh my gosh, it's another Saitama. Oh my gosh, it's another huge failure. It's another. Okay, right? I mean, I always kind of try to take the approach of like, it's never as good as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems.
Take a breath, right? Take a breath. Yeah.
Meditate a little bit. Think about it. But it's never as good or bad as it seems, right? And I think during these type of markets, people are very quick to just go to full freak out mode.
Yep.
Here's the thing with crypto guys and tech and blockchains. This happens on the Ethereum network. You ever pay $100 for gas fee or not buy something because it's there? Same type of deal here. It's congestion on the network. So Shibarium had that issue when they rolled it out. They're dealing with it. They're facing it head on, right? I mean, the really sketchy thing is like if we were getting no updates. That would be super sketchy. That would be like, hey, what the hell's going on here, right? That's not what's happening. We're getting updates. This is the most recent one from Shitoshi today. All indications are that this is going to be, fixed here really soon. But yeah, I mean, and part of me thinks this is a good problem to have, right? The fact that they had so much pent up demand and so many people trying to use it all at once as soon as things went live. Okay, this has happened, but they hit it head on. Hey, we've got a scalability issue. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's bring in our friends from Unification. Let's figure this thing out. And by the way, let's be super transparent to everybody out there while we're doing it, right?
Yep.
So is it a perfect scenario? No. Is the sky falling? No. Right? I mean, that's kind of where I sit right now with this. And we'll get into some of the details if you want, but just your thoughts on that. I mean, Austin, just overall.
I think I think, especially for SHIB, I think you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Because there's always going to be this group of people who are never going to be happy with anything at all, period, SHIB. It doesn't, if it would have launched perfectly when it didn't, and you did a great job of addressing what happened, there still would have been people who went, I don't like the color of it. I'm making that up, right?
Right,
I mean,
right.
Yeah, it should have launched on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday, whatever. And
They should have waited to the bull market. Or,
yeah, I'm not slamming you. I'm not slamming anybody. That's my opinion. I think there is a hugely big emotional factor when it comes to SHIB. Period. End of story. People are emotionally tied to it, and that's what makes it the biggest community token out there. And I think in that it's emotions, and I think in that the price is not doing a lot because of all the macro stuff we talked about. We had the run up. We didn't get more run up than I think I expected Bone to hit $2. I'm on record as saying that it should have hit $2, but the freaking market and what's going on in the macro and all the fear and uncertainty and doubt and all that crap out there,
yeah,
got everybody scared to death. Period.
For sure.
And so I'm agreeing with you, but that's my 2 cents. I think that they are being. It is not like Saitama. You and I were there in the good and the bad, and and by the way, there's still people that blame you and I for the fall of Saitama. Really, I'm not the dev. I'm just a guy on video talking about it, the pros and cons, whatever. Anyway, by the way, I'm responsible for Bitcoin going from 67 to 25,000. If you didn't know that, just saying, and you are too, by the way.
Okay.
Yep. So that's it, dude. That's what I got. I mean, I love how they are being forthcoming, but even there's going to be this group of people who are not. They're like, it should be out. You shouldn't have any issues. Come on. That's all I got.
Yeah. I agree. I mean, it's
okay. That's the hot potato. Now I'm giving it back to you. Go ahead.
You're right, though. I mean, it's so hard to keep 1.3 million people happy all at once.
Never going to do it.
Not going to happen.
People that we see is probably 1% of 1% complaining about it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
There's all this huge audience out there that they just don't post. They don't complain. They don't comment. They don't do anything.
They don't watch YouTube videos. They're not on social media. They heard about it. They invest in it for sure. And I'll say this too. I think a lot of the people that get frustrated, and I've said this many times before in videos, the people that you see super frustrated in your comment section or on Twitter or whatever, I think these are the people that are looking to get rich fast off SHIB. They're the people who are kind of in desperation mode, and they're like, hey, if this thing doesn't go to $1 tomorrow, I'm pissed.
But can I say something to that?
Yeah.
That ship is sailed, Zach. That is not going to happen.
No.
Meaning, is SHIB going to go from where it's at today to 1 penny or 2 zeros and a 1 in a year? No, we are. No. Would you agree?
No, there's no way in hell. I mean, in order to get to 1 cent is just absolutely insane.
Well, in and of it, 7 or 8 years, and all these things have to happen. And I love that you said what you said, because I think it's 100%, 1,000,000% what it is, and they're pissed.
Yeah. They're pissed off because they're not in this for the next 5, 6, 7 years. They're not looking at it now as a long-term investment. They're still looking at it as if this thing's brand new and it's going to go up 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000% in a week because Shibarium launched.
Yeah.
Guys, this was never, if this thing would have been rolled out perfectly, guess what happened to the price? The exact same thing. The exact same thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't a SHIB problem. It wasn't a sell-off in SHIB. It was a Bitcoin Ethereum problem. Everything comes back to the top 2 cryptos, guys. Yeah. Everything. Bitcoin and Ethereum were nosediving at the same time. SHIB was nosediving. And again, if you have a longer time horizon, like, it's not about a pump off Shibarium. It's about setting the foundation here for the next 4, 5, 6 years to actually build something that is far better than just a meme coin. And like, Shibarium's the glue to everything, like whether it's the metaverse, whether it's getting into gaming, whether it's getting into e-commerce, Shibarium's needed. So like, this is like a foundational piece. To me, this is not like a pump piece. This is not like oh my gosh, it's breaking news. Now we're going to get a pump. Like, people are looking at this as if it's like the same kind of deal as like the Robinhood listing or Coinbase listing during a bull market. This isn't that, guys. It's not that.
Well, it's this. I mean, it's this. It's highlighted. It's that bad boy right there. The entire what? My wife's calling me. The entire crypto market capitalization is at 1 trillion. We lost $150 billion in the last week of market capitalization. We had Bitcoin going down. It is, to your point, these two numbers, these drive everything, including SHIB. And I love that you said this. Shibarium, Michelle, hold on.
Go ahead,
hey, I'm on a live stream. Bye.
But yeah, Bitcoin's down 11, 12%, guys, in the last 7 days. That's huge. I mean, that's massive. Look at the numbers. XRP, massive market cap, down 18% in the last week. Cardano, 11%. Dogecoin, 15%. Solana, 15%. It's like everything.
Polygon, 19.
Everything.
Litecoin,
19.
And that's where it's funny to, and again, I think yours and my job, right? I think part of our job is education. I view myself as an educator in one caps because people get pissed at SHIB and like, why is it not moving? It's not moving because the entire crypto market's not moving.
Yeah.
Period. When the market turns back on, for whatever reason, Bitcoin ETF gets approved. God, don't get me started on that, right? The SEC and all their crap and whatever, everything will start to move. The day that Bitcoin ETF gets approved, Bitcoin could go to 100,000 inside of 3 days.
I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, the pent up institutional demand already is crazy, and that would just drive it even further. I mean, but here's the thing. I'll say this too. The same reason why people hate SHIB today is the same reason why they love it tomorrow.
Oh, what? Okay. Why? I'm curious to what you're going to say.
So here's what I'm thinking. It's so volatile still. I mean, it's a big market cap, but it's still like it's down like 23, 24%, right? But that volatility is the same reason why on the good days, everybody's so happy and so excited, man, because when the market's up, usually SHIB's a leader. We've seen it just in the past month or so. I mean, you pull up CoinMarketCap, the overall market's up 2, 3, 4%, and SHIB's up 9 or 10.
Yep.
Now you pull it up, the market's down 2, 3%, SHIB's down 5 or 6.
Yep.
This is the game we play with SHIB. It's what makes it fun. It's because you've got all this retail excitement. So, hey, on the good days, people love that volatility. On weeks like this week, people can't stand it. And they're like, oh my gosh, the sky's falling, right?
Well, and let's talk about that. So we got August and September, and August and September, are going to suck. They're not, meaning there's not going to be a lot of positive momentum. I think it's going to be this same crap we're dealing with now. Up 1%, down 1.5%, up to the blah, 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 blah. Do you agree? I mean, I know you follow Benjamin Cowan. You turned me on to him. The guy, the great guy, the TA guy, technical analysis on Twitter. Yeah. I mean, what are your 2 cents on that?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, including himself, had like Bitcoin kind of coming back down to 25K when we touched up to, what was it? Like 31,000 or something.
20,000 and 20,000 is the basement, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of the worst case scenario.
Yeah. We could go test 25 and then we'll see what happens. But he was calling that when this most recent time, I think it was back in June, when Bitcoin actually hit up over 30K. And he said, hey, don't get too excited yet. We haven't crossed the hurdle. We'll probably go back and retest 25,000. Well, what's Bitcoin's price today? I got it up here too, if you want to flash over. 25,900, right? We actually just dialed back below 26K. And, but like to your point here, the next kind of drop is right in here at 20,000. That's that next drop. But while we got this up, should we go ahead and talk about our trading indicators a little bit? So Austin and I both have one out there, guys. Both links are down below.
Hold on. Let's cut through so I'm getting these support questions. Why is Zach selling your indicator? Here's the deal, guys. Y'all know that Zach and I are really fantastic friends, and we built this together. And so it is the same indicator. You can buy it from Zach. You can buy it from me if you so choose. Whoever you like better. It's a popularity contest. I'm going to win. I'm sorry.
There we go. You heard him. All right. So guys.
No, cool. But it's the same. It's the same software, guys. Okay. Yeah. And so there you go.
It's the same software. So it's up to you who you want to, here's the thing. If it's not our indicator, get one, because Austin and I both have been really focused on trading this past year. Excuse me, especially after 2022 was brutal. I mean, we looked up and, sure, you can have long-term investments, right? But why not make some money during these times? While the market's going up, while it's going down, while it's flat, you could still find some room to make some money. So 3 times this year, I want to show you guys this. And Austin, you could jump in with thoughts on this
So you're on the daily chart for Bitcoin.
We're on the daily chart for Bitcoin.
Turn off retracement real quick, would you?
Yeah. So explain to them what the 2 modes are.
So you see, guys, that he's got the blue boxes and the red and green boxes. We built 2 indicators into our indicator. We did a momentum and a retracement. And a momentum, there's a lot that goes into this. It's very powerful. But momentum, if you so see how he's not got momentum and the blue boxes went away. So the momentum up and momentum down, are really what I would consider to be very solid buy sell indicators. And see, he's on the 1-day chart. See how Bitcoin right there, starting back in late 2023, gave a momentum up, and then it gave another one. It gave a momentum up. And then it moved over, and back in March, it gave a momentum down, and then it gave another momentum up. But look at so the point here is that. And by the way, if you're interested, there's a link in the description. If you're watching on my channel, there's a link down there. There's a discount code down there. We both offer a 30-day refund policy, etc. But look, do the calculator, the measure on that first momentum up.
Yeah, and I'll tell you guys this as we're doing this, and we'll just get out not even at the top of this. We'll just get out as soon as the momentum down indicator flashed, right? Because it's hard to play the guessing game. Of course, you would have loved to get out up here. That's the biggest issue that we've heard from traders. We've got an indicator on how to get in. We don't have an indicator on where to get out. And our indicator does both. And I think that's super crucial. And again, you might miss 1% here or there, or 5, 10%. But if you just follow the indicators, in this case, the first time Bitcoin's daily momentum up indicator flash was January 11th, early this year. If you'd have just got out as soon as you got the momentum down indicator, 33% gain. Right there.
Over a period of how long? That's like
3 months exactly. That's March 11th. 3 months exactly. Now, here's the thing. Go into March now. All you had to do was wait 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to where we got our momentum up indicator flashing again. This here on March 14th. Let's go ahead and check this out. So from that close to momentum down, another 25% move if you'd have just got out on that momentum down on April 19th. Then what happened? Bitcoin was pretty flat, actually came down. Now, again, this is the daily time frame, right? So there's a lot of time that lapsed here. But again, if you zoom in, you go to the 1 hour or 5 minute, 30 minute, you'll get a lot more indicators in here.
But using the daily chart, Zach, that's a 1 day's worth of it's a daily's worth of data, right?
Yes.
You can, when it flashes a momentum up or momentum down, you can basically go, wow, there's a tremendous amount of technical analysis or momentum data in here, right? And that's one thing I always stress.
100%. And then one last time. So 3 times this year, XT Algo has flashed a momentum up on Bitcoin.
On the daily.
Yeah. 3 times. What was it? A 33% gain, a roughly 25% gain. And here you go. Just kind of give you a rough estimate here. 10%. Another 10% gain here recently in June.
So don't do math in public. What is that? 65 to 70% gain?
Not bad.
Across those 3 trades.
Just 3 trades there. And that's if you're kind of making more, whether it be monthly or quarterly trades, you're basing it off the daily. So you're not going to be trading as much.
But that's
if you want to trade more,
that's a valid point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you want to trade more, that's fine.
Yeah.
Reset the price scale here to 1 hour. Sure. You can go in here and have at it, right? I mean, look at all the indicators now that flash. You want to go on the hourly. Now, of course, a lot more volatility here on the hourly. But yeah, it just depends on what type of trader, you are and what type of trade you want to execute.
Yeah. So guys, here's the thing. Here's what we say. Are we selling this? Yes. But we use it ourselves. We built it to be very simple, very powerful, easy to use. You can be set up in less than 10 minutes. And look at what Zach just gave you an example. That is real-time data where you could have used it just for Bitcoin over a period of 5 or 6 months. And if you would have followed it, and by the way, you can set alerts to be sent to your phone, your email, all that kind of stuff. It would have generated 65% in profits. Now, are we guaranteeing you profits? Nope. I'm not going to tell you we are, but if you just use it like that, it's pretty cool. And there's a 30-day money-back refund guarantee. You have nothing to lose. So there's a link in the description below. Click it. There's a discount code down there. Go pick it up. Test it.
Crypto stocks, commodities, Forex, depending on whatever you want to trade. You want to trade Apple stock, Amazon, Microsoft, you could do it and use it. And we tested this, like Austin said, for months and months and months before we brought it out. It works. And so we're pumped to have it out there. We're already getting some good feedback too. I think I showed you this, Austin, before we got on, but we have a happy customer already here, saying this is awesome. I'm learning this XT algo has so much potential. That'll help me become a better trader. I see nothing but profit for me in the future. So we do run tutorials for you as well. As soon as you make a purchase, you'll come to a thank you page. Austin's looks very similar to mine here too, where you'll have step-by-step tutorials. Within 10, 15 minutes, you'll be up and running and ready to go. So all those links down below in the description. But coming back to Shibarium, did you see the new update here today from Shy?
Hey, look at this. You already got one right here. ACTV. This algorithm is good. Can definitely attest to it. I would say, though, it's better with stocks as of right now. There you go. Okay, nice. Cool. And that's that's a unfiltered, unbiased. He's basically saying, hey, look, he's using it for some stock trading. Hey, AC, I would tell you, here's what I would give you advice. Kind of what Zach was talking about. Look at it on the daily, right? So here's the thing I've been teaching people, Zach, to your point, 1 hour, 4 hour daily. You need to sometimes change the view a little bit to see kind of where you want to look at and how you want to use it, Yep. But thanks for that, AC.
No, that's good stuff. Even on the SPY, the S&P 500, guys, check out this.
Woo.
On Friday, March 31st, we got a momentum up indicator on the daily. That's a nice little gain there. Huh?
What is that? I want to
Where do we get our momentum down? It's hard to
kind of. It's right there.
Yeah. So we'll just all right. We'll do one of these. Boom. 11% move
on the SPY.
SPY,
big on the stock side.
So if you'd have just went from momentum up to momentum down just on the SPY, and again, all it is just the last momentum up indicator that we got on the daily. We haven't had one in a while. The last one we had was in March.
That's cool.
And just literally get out at momentum down, which just flashed. And look what's happened. By the way, look what's happened since momentum down has flashed. We've been coming down here on August 9th. That's pretty solid.
Wow, that's cool.
That's pretty solid.
I mean,
right? And that's how we wanted to make it, guys. Yeah. It's the amount of data that's going into those indicators is a ton, but that's why we come back up to what we say right at the top here.
Simple.
Easy trading made simple. We don't want to, get it too deep in the weeds on the MACD and how much did you factor in with the moving averages and relative strength. All of that stuff is in there.
Yep.
And we consulted with professionals to build an easy, made simple trading indicator. So
here's I want to ask a question to everybody watching, because this is a question. We basically have this 30-day refund policy. So my stance is this, Zach, and I want you guys to drop in the comments. Why wouldn't everybody watching this go pick it up for a 30-day, no questions asked refund policy? Drop in the comments. Am I off on that? You have zero risk. You can buy the monthly. By the way, there's a discount code down there to get it even cheaper than what you saw Zach showing. And it's $37. It basically comes $37. So you can get it for $37 on a monthly plan. You can try it for free for 30 days. If you don't like it, you can give it back. Drop in the comments below. Please tell us what, to my standpoint, Zach, I'm like, I don't get why more people don't just go, all right, I have zero to lose.
Well, you're 100% right. And what I'm telling people, 30 days, say you don't like it, whatever, you don't put the time in, because I think that's the thing. If you put the time in and execute one or two successful trades, this thing's going to pay for itself.
By the way, it's inside of trading.
It's going to pay for itself.
It's inside of trading view. So sweet Termpy is inside.
Yeah. And we go through all the tutorials. If you're not, familiar with TradingView, we'd walk you through on how to set all that up, and you'll be off and running. But no, I agree with you, man. I mean, I think I think what the bear market really taught me, because I'm relatively new to crypto. I know you've been around the stock game for a lot longer than I have. Long-term investing, there's certainly a place for it. And I think, if you're more of a passive investor, it's the way to go, right?
Yeah.
Especially with stocks. But if you're one of those people who's in the market every single day, like we have been in the last 3 years, and I've never been like that before, like 2022 was brutal for me because I'm just sitting there like, okay, I'm adding to my long-term bags. That's great. And I'm passively investing in the stock market, but man, I need that fix, right?
You weren't buying, you were flying blind. You were, at the time, you weren't using an indicator. I was, but I wasn't using a good one, which is part of the reason we came up with this.
Yep.
That kind of thing. So I got a couple of questions. Yes, the discount works for quarterly or annual, so you can get the discount on quarterly. And this right here, Shaka, I'm kind of curious. You guys keep referring to we. Are you part of the ownership and company? If you're asking about the indicator, yeah, we own it. We developed it together, and we own it. So I don't know if that's the question you're asking. So
no, we're not paid advertisers. We own it. This is our product. And that's why we wanted to do it like that, because sure, I mean, affiliate marketing, it's obviously huge. And we've been, affiliates for multiple companies before in the past, but why not have something that's ours and be able to just directly give it to you guys? So yeah.
Yep. Sobo, can it also do look back analysis? So I'm going to basically tell you, like Zach just kind of did a look back in capacity of kind of like the mono. You can go back and look as far as you want.
Yeah.
And you'll see those, you see them on the screen. I mean, he can go back a year if he wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all there. All the data's there.
Sobo, if you're wondering when this momentum up indicator fires, it's at the close of that day. So the close of this candle here, which is a daily candle on the SPY, that means the day, Friday, March 31st, when that closed, that is when that fired up. And then obviously it was accurate and it produced some nice gains there on the SPY, right around 11% from there until August.
Yeah, we both have email support, so customer support. There's tutorials on the thank you page. I think we get it. So Zach, we'll move on. Let's talk about kind of what's going on. And so pull up CoinMarketCap and just kind of see what's going on in the market.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see what's happening here. We're kind of at the mercy of Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. I mean, I think that's really the biggest thing. We're just waiting for anything.
So I'm going to throw you under the bus.
Back. Yeah.
This is a loaded question.
Okay.
What do you think is going to happen to crypto in the fourth quarter? And I'm going to give you a little bit of guidance. Do you think that Bitcoin will go to 37,000 by the end of the fourth quarter? What do you think?
It's tough. I think it just really depends on interest rates at this point. We don't know what they're going to do with that. Or I'm sorry, the Fed, and rates. I'm torn. Here's what I do think, though. I do think a rally is going to start either Q4 or Q1 of next year ahead of the Bitcoin halving. I just don't know if it happens late this year or early next.
I saw a video you did a couple of days ago talking about kind of the uncertainty around this and talking about kind of when that. And again, we're talking about Bitcoin going up, but guys, when we're talking about Bitcoin, we're talking about everything else going up. XRP, Cardano, everything, right? Because Bitcoin drives it. But the thing that I kind of come back to is that I think if we still have all the fear, uncertainty, and doubt and all the bullshit that's out there right now, I think fourth quarter, it's going to be, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. The question I'm asking is like when Bitcoin 100,000. Because if Bitcoin goes to 100,000, Ethereum's going to go to 4,000 or more. XRP will go to $2, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? And so, but the question is like right here. So M. Staney, nothing will happen until the halving. But here's the really complex part of that. When around the halving, nobody seems to agree on this. Is that does Bitcoin go up dramatically before or
usually dramatically after?
Exactly.
But you usually get a little bit of surge before, but most of the gains are shown after. So I don't know. Does history repeat itself?
I know. And that's the point, right? And then, but yeah. Well, yeah, of course, BlackRock ETF is going to 100,000 in 24 hours. I mean, I'm kidding, but it will be big. Here you go. Brett's talking about Benjamin Callen thinks ETH could go to 800. Look, That's possible. I mean, I like Benjamin as well. I'm a huge fan of his work, and so I pay attention to what he says, right? And I think he's talking about Zach, Bitcoin 20,000, right? Is
Yeah.
that Benjamin's bottom kind of?
Yeah.
Bitcoin
So
market?
far. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for Ethereum to go back down below 1,000, I mean, we were there. What was it, last June or whatever? I mean, we were there this time last year. I mean, a little bit earlier in the summer or whatever, when it dropped down. I mean, here it is, sitting at
Hey, you guys hit the like button,
917
please.
bucks.
Hit the like button if you're watching it on my channel, Zach's channel. Please, please, please hit the like button.
I just realized it's over past 12 o'clock. We've just been rolling here. I got to run.
You got to go in a minute.
Yeah, I got to go in like a minute or two. But
what are you going to do?
Going to play some golf
with
my grandfather.
There you go.
Yeah, my grandfather is 81 years old, still out there playing, man. He only plays like 9 holes, but we're going to go out for 18. I want to get an 18-hole round in, and then he might just chip and putt, the back 9 or whatever. See how he's feeling.
Drive it down the middle pretty much every time.
Still hits it down the middle, about 210, not far anymore. 200, 210, still can pop one down the middle, and takes out his another 3-wood or whatever right down the middle, like clockwork.
Yeah, probably a little. Every time I play with old guys north of 70, somebody's going to say, "Well, aren't you that age?" Ho ho ho. Okay, they usually kick the living crap out of you because they just don't make mistakes.
Exactly. Keep the ball in front of you, man. Less can go wrong.
I know.
Drive for show, putt for dough.
Is Shiba a long-term investment? We're going to let you in. You're going to take this one first. Is Shiba Inu a long-term investment, Mr. Humphreys?
For me, it is. Yeah. And I think if you'd asked me that question in 2021 or, early 2021, late 2020, when it launched, probably not. I mean, it was looked at as kind of a flash in the pan, but then it kind of solidified itself, man. I think the bear market was really where it solidified itself, because anything could go up like crazy, right? But then what happens after? The fact that it's still in the top 15 right now, today, I think that alone makes it a long-term investment, not only for me, but I think for a lot of people, right? Yeah. I mean, I like it. Yeah, man, I think I'm going to run. I'm trying to think of what else we wanted to hit on that we didn't get to. Something with XRP. What was it?
Well, I think XRP, there's a lot to talk about with XRP. I mean, that's a good one. Sobo, based on utility, XRP may exceed Ethereum. I don't know. That's interesting. What's the market cap of the ETH? 4 billion or no,
200 billion. Yeah, 200, just below 200 billion.
XRP's 20. That's a big delta. That's for me. That's a big delta to overcome. I think it will be
7X maybe,
solidly third for a while,
Yeah. And it's funny. I mean, back in 2017, 2018, XRP was bigger. But yeah, ETH has just grown so much. The fact that JP Morgan and these big companies are using Ethereum. I think Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, though, are the top 3 for a long time. I do.
Right.
I do.
Right. All right, dude. Get out of here. Go do your thing.
Run.
Go enjoy it.
All right. See you guys.
See you. So we lost Zach. Yeah, Zach's out of the house. So still broadcasting to Zach's channel, though. So if you guys are like, why am I seeing Austin on Zach's channel? We're dual broadcasting to both of the channel. People are asking about my software. What was that, Nick? Will your software automatically buy and sell? It doesn't automatically buy and sell. It gives you the alerts. It gives you the momentum indicators, right? That's what it does. So it shows you, like for example, XRP, it gives you these indicators right here, are these alerts, and then you can take action off of them accordingly. Okay, so that's what it does. Anand, is Ethereum Classic a true gem of an investment? Here's the Anand. I don't follow Ethereum Classic anymore. Honestly, truly, cards on the table. And that's really my answer. I know there's a lot of people that love it, and I don't follow it, so I can't really speak to it. I haven't looked at it in a long time. So that's just the truth. I love XLM. You remember XLM ran with XRP, guys? You remember that? That was really cool when the lawsuit decision came down, etc. Will the software? Yes, it works on iPhone. It works on any device, anywhere in the world you want. It runs inside a trading view. So you actually download, and we do all this in the tutorials, guys. You You download the TradingView app for your phone, and it works inside of that. So that's pretty cool. We're just gonna answer some questions. Can you give a price prediction on Shiba and Doge during the next bull cycle, guys? I mean, Shib. So let's take a look. Like Shib, this is we're looking at right now. We're at 5079. Shib, I think with the next bull run could easily go back to 401, 402. Remember, the all-time high for Shib is 408. So I think the next, depending on how long we're talking about, I think there's going to be a longer sustained bull run kicking off sometime in 24. The X factor is when, going into 2025. So there's a possibility that if you're talking about that long of a time frame, we could get back to all-time highs for Shiba Inu moving into 25. I think that's possible, but it won't happen in a vacuum. It's going to happen in the context of the overall crypto market moving up in capitalization. Basically money flowing in, all that kind of stuff, right? Hey, hit the like button below, guys. Please hit that like button below. Yep. Do I think what can get over $100? James, which one are you talking about? Which crypto are you talking about getting over $100? Cool. Good questions, man. You guys ask your questions. Feel free to ask your questions. I agree, Glenn. Stellar will run with XRP. It's already proven that it will, right? I mean, it's already proven that it will do that. So that's pretty cool to watch. For those of you guys just joining, you see right here, that's our indicator, or my indicator, up and running. There you go. Links in the description below if you want to get it. And there's a discount down there as well. Bone is setting at a good price. Yeah, I mean, I like where Bone's at. I did a video on this earlier today, kind of looking at the price of Bone there, Glenn. Let's see where it's at. It's basically, it's moving up a little bit on the 1 day. We're up about 4%, still down 23% on the 7 day. And look at the 1 month, we're down 10%. So on the 7 day, we're discounted down 23%. I always look at it that way. It's a 23% discount off of what it was 7 days ago, right? That's what I like to look at it. All right. So let's see. So hey, Glenn, you need to buy it through my link. That's a joke. If you're watching on Zach's channel, buy it through his. If you want to pick it up, guys, it's a 30-day money back guarantee refund policy, man. Everybody should be using it. If you don't use ours, use a trading indicator from somebody, Lux Algo, any of those guys. Use somebody's trading indicator. It helps. I mean, it helps. It's like taking the blinders off, right? I mean, it's like, it's just that little bit of extra help in helping you, right? That's really what it comes down to. Shib going to pump right now. I think Shib's going to pump when we get an overall broad macro market move up, Mr. H. I think that's what it comes down to. Nothing is going to do anything until Bitcoin and Ethereum start to move. Period. End of story. That's what it comes down to. You heard the burn rate. Yeah, the burn rate's going to move up. Glenn, thanks, man. That's funny. You're cracking me up. Thanks, Glenn. And by the way, hit me up for support, Glenn, if you might team up if you need anything. So appreciate you. Yeah. So, I mean, we're not going to do anything until Bitcoin Ethereum goes up, guys. It's just not going to happen. I wish I could tell you something different. And I think the X factor is what's going to happen in fourth quarter. That's what it's really going to come down to. What is going to happen in fourth quarter? And that's what I'm looking at. I'm talking to people, things like that, et cetera. Are there indicators out there that will cash out for you consistently? Not that I know, because the trading indicator is just it's just a piece of software that runs inside of TradingView. And I don't know anything off the top of my head that actually executes the trades for you. So no. That's a good question. Brian, do you mine for crypto? No, Brian, I don't. I do not mine crypto. I've looked at it a couple of times about, buying some miners and things of that nature. But, honestly, I kind of have this attitude of stay within your lane, right? I follow and look at the news every day for crypto. I've got this channel. I got the indicator. I don't have time to do the mining, and you got to know what you're doing. And that's where I'm at. I know people still do well in it, but you got to have a capital investment to get into it. You got to be able to buy the miners and things of that nature. So no, Brian, I don't do that, but it's a good question. Thanks. Bone prediction. here's the thing. I think that Bone, when we get Shibarium up and running and doing its thing and all that kind of, I mean, look, it's up 4%. I mean, I've been saying this all the time. I'm very comfortable with Bone going to $2. I think that Bone to $2 is a fairly short term, and I think that could happen by the end of the fourth quarter. If Shibarium, when all that, right? When Shibarium gets out there, gets running and all that kind of stuff, and then we get a little bit of positive momentum in the overall macro crypto market, Bone's going to go. And by the way, Bone and Leash runs alongside of Bone. It usually tends to kind of follow along with Bone as far as price. And yes, I realize it's $400 plus, per Leash. But Bone, I own a ton of Bone. I'm not selling it. I think it's going to be crazy valuable years down the road. I couldn't even tell you what the valuation for Bone could be. I mean, I think it's easily $4 or $5 plus as we roll along, and as Shibarium continues to get bigger, more and more just scaling and all that kind of stuff and all the projects, I think the price of Bone is going to go up. I think of it this way. Here's what I would say. I think they're not the same, but they are. How would you have liked to go back in the days when Ethereum was $10, $100? I don't care, whatever the number is, and buy. Am I saying Bone is the same thing as Ethereum? No, I'm just using it as a point of reference. That's what I'm betting on. That's what I'm looking at. I'm saying I think that Bone, being the gas token for Shibarium, is going to drive the price over time. So that's why I don't have a problem sitting here. I think it's going to be worth $2, $4, $5 as the macro crypto market gets bigger, and as Shibarium gets bigger, and all these projects want to launch on Shibarium, and you see more and more congestion and usage on the Shibarium network, the price of Bone will go up. Period. It will. That's how I look at it. So there you go. That's my 2 cents. So if you're new here, hit that like button, please, below. It's free for you to do so. It doesn't cost you anything. Please hit that like button below. Please. All right. Which I agree, ship fees are way too low. Jason, we don't really know what they are yet. I mean, yeah, I think they're low, but you also got to realize that they are keeping them low on purpose. They're keeping the fees that will be for Shibarium transactions low on purpose. Why? Because they want them to be low, because they want to attract volume. They want to attract tons of volume with other projects, and giving them a reason for them to come over to use Shibarium as a layer 2, right? Does Leash have a limited token count? Yes, it does. I don't know it off the top of my head, but you can look at it on CoinMarketCap. I got to get a drink. Hold on. Look how big this cup is. It's taller than my head. It's my wife's. I'm like, it's a big cup. All right. Do you think we lose a zero for Shib? Yeah, I think Zamir, I think it's a possibility. I talked about that earlier. I think a zero is, I think definitely losing a zero, going to 4 zeros in a number, fourth quarter, first quarter, I think is very, very possible. Ryan, do I have any NFTs? Yes, I do. I have some WAGMI NFTs. I got like 9 or 10 WAGMI, the game WAGMI. I have 9 or 10 WAGMI NFTs. I don't have anything like a Bored Ape or a Mutant Ape, anything like that. But yeah, I've got NFTs. I don't have a ton of them. I don't invest in NFTs. It's kind of that same thing earlier. I stay within the lanes, right? I am a crypto guy, and I think there's inherent value in NFTs, but I don't know enough about them to really buy and sell them, right? And even like from an investment standpoint. So there you go. Excuse me. Thanks, James. Appreciate you being here with us. What do I think about Casper? I don't follow them, Keith. I need to go look them up. I don't really know much about them per se, and things of that nature. Glenn, what is an NFT? Non-fungible token, but it's like Bored Apes, Mutant Apes, things of that nature. The NFT landscape is evolving. I think ultimately you see NFTs evolving into more than just, the little digital art we all see. That landscape and that culture is going to, that that landscape's going to, not culture, that landscape's going to change dramatically as more and more NFT usage evolves, you know. David, does my trading indicator have an automatic buy and sell? No, it doesn't have an automatic buy and sell. It gives you the information, and then you can go buy or sell it yourself and things like that. Cup merch win. No, yeah, this is a Stanley. Look how big this thing is. This is bigger than my head. Yeah, that's funny. So, all right, guys, I'm going to give it like a 5 or 10 minute call, and then we're going to get out of here because I'm on the back patio here. Are we good? Am I coming through okay? It looks like I'm getting a little bit of a lag on my end here. Okay. Any choice on AI stocks? Yeah, there's some good ones out there. But I'm not really looking at those. I've got somebody who kind of does my stock investing for me. I don't do a lot of it, but I'm going to start trading more with my indicator, right? I'm going to start using it, that kind of thing. So, yeah. Crystal clear. Okay. It's weird to me. I'm getting a lag. So that's why I was asking. Okay. So cool. Here we go. Theta, prediction on honest burn rate for Shiba in the next few years. Here's the thing. I think that I do believe that annually with Shibarium, trillions of Shiba Inu tokens will be burnt. The question is how many trillions? That's it. That's the bottom line. Inside of that, is it $1 trillion a month, 5 trillion a month? And that's kind of how I'm looking at it. How many trillions are burned? I think a very low number is $1 trillion a month of Shiba Inu tokens burned. So that'd be 12 trillion a year. And I would like to see it burn 4 to 5 trillion a month and then kind of go from there, because that would be 50 to 60 trillion a year, which would reduce the price. I'm sorry, reduce the supply over time. So Reggie, your videos, let me be a member. That's cool. Thanks, Reggie. Appreciate it. David says I have a little bit of a lag. I think I do. So yeah, a little choppy. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end it there. I think I'm having some internet issues. So let's call it. Let's call it. I'm going to try to do a live stream tomorrow as well, and we'll kind of see. We'll go from there. Yeah, I think I'm losing you guys. All right, I'm gonna call it, guys. I'm gonna go because I'm getting kind of a bad internet connection here. I'll see you later. Please check out the indicator. It's down in the description below. Get that discount. Give it a shot. You got a 30-day refund policy. You have nothing to lose, guys. Nothing to lose. So go check it out. Links in the description below, down below the video. If you're watching it on my channel, if you're watching it on Zach's channel, you do that. What is this, Samir? It's very hot outside. You're running from the heat. Yeah, I am running from the heat. All right, guys. I'll see you.